You've been fine all day, busy, distracted, functioning. And then you lie down, and your brain starts. The conversation from 3 weeks ago you handled badly, the email you haven't replied to, the thing you said, the thing you didn't say, the future you're not sure about. Why does anxiety wait until night to arrive? It's not random, and it's not your imagination. Here's what's actually happening. During the day, your brain is flooded with sensory input: light, noise, tasks, people, screens. Your prefrontal cortex, the rational planning part of your brain, is busy processing all of it. That busyness acts as a natural suppressor. It keeps anxious thoughts from rising to the surface, not because the thoughts aren't there, because there's too much else competing for attention. Then night comes, the lights go down, the noise stops, your phone goes face down, and the suppression disappears. Your brain doesn't get quieter at night, it gets louder because the competition is gone. Every unresolved thought that was waiting underneath the surface of your day now has the floor. Psychologists call this the default mode network activation. When you're not actively focused on a task, your brain switches into a self-referential processing mode. It starts scanning inward instead of outward. It reviews, it evaluates, it rehearses. And for anxious brains, that inward scan has a negativity bias baked in. It doesn't review what went well. It goes looking for what's unresolved, unfinished, or threatening. There's also a physiological component. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, follows a daily rhythm. It peaks in the morning to get you moving and drops through the day. Matthew Walker, neuroscientist at UC Berkeley and author of Why We Sleep, found that sleep deprivation triggers up to a 30% rise in anxiety levels. And in anxious brains, cortisol continues rising at bedtime instead of dropping, making it physically harder for the nervous system to switch off. Which is why the anxiety at night doesn't just feel mental, it feels physical: heart rate, chest tightness. That wired but exhausted feeling where you're too tired to function but too activated to sleep. Your body is preparing for a threat that isn't there. Now here's what makes this worse. When you lie awake anxious, you start to worry about not sleeping, which activates more anxiety, which makes sleep harder, which increases cortisol. The anxiety about anxiety becomes its own loop. Psychologists call this hyperarousal. Your nervous system gets stuck in an activated state that can't find the off switch. So what actually helps? First, don't fight the thoughts. Trying to suppress anxious thoughts at night does what it does everywhere else. It makes them louder. Acknowledge them. Write them down if you need to. Getting them out of your head and onto paper removes some of their urgency. Second, your brain needs a genuine transition signal between day and night. Not scrolling, not screens. Something that tells your nervous system the threat scanning part of the day is over. Dim light, consistent routine, temperature drop in the room. These are all biological signals that shift your brain out of default mode. Third, the thoughts feel more true at night than they actually are. This is important. The negativity bias of your default mode network, combined with elevated cortisol, makes problems feel larger, more permanent, and more catastrophic than they are. The 3 a.m. version of your problems is not an accurate assessment. It is your brain at its most distorted. Nothing that feels catastrophic at 2 a.m. should be acted on at 2 a.m. The night doesn't make your problems real. It just removes everything that was keeping them quiet.